Have you ever asked yourself, why do some marriages feel like eternal bonds of love, while others rot silently from the inside out? Why do couples stand before the world, promising loyalty and forever, only to live in secrecy, resentment, and emotional betrayal? Today, we're going deeper than the surface-level romance, the polished Instagram posts, the glitter of wedding rings. Today, we explore the darker psychology behind marriage, the hidden truths most people are too afraid to confront. Why should you watch this until the very end? Because what we're about to discuss might completely transform how you view relationships and perhaps even your own. In an ideal world, marriage is sacred, a symbol of unity, a fortress of loyalty. Two souls intertwine, weathering storms together, standing side by side until death. But real life isn't scripted like a fairy tale. Real life is messier, darker, more calculated. Behind many wedding vows lies a simple truth. Marriage is often less about love and more about leverage. The ceremony is grand, the vows are poetic, but what's really exchanged is far more practical. Status, security, validation, control. Modern marriage isn't just about companionship, it's a transaction. And in transactions, someone always pays more. Before the vows, many women and men are performers. They curate, they filter, they strategize. A woman may act reserved, even innocent, holding herself up as a priceless prize. She projects value, sets boundaries, and makes herself appear exclusive. Why? Because exclusivity creates desire. This is Psychology 101. Scarcity increases perceived worth, but once the ring is on, the paper's signed, and the home established, the game changes. The effort fades, the mask slips, and what's left? Often, a human being who's no longer performing, but instead seeking freedom. What happens when a married woman begins showing interest in another man? It's not always by accident. It's a signal, an escape, a rebellion, a hunger for something that's been buried under years of repetition and routine. She might say, "I'm married," and yet her eyes say something else entirely. That contradiction is not confusion, it's intentional, because many don't cheat to leave their partner. They cheat to feel alive again. It's not about love, it's about the thrill, the contrast, the forbidden. Before marriage, people sell the best version of themselves. After marriage, many revert to who they really are. This is the paradox no one talks about. Marriage, for some, is the finish line. Once they've secured the relationship, the incentive to impress disappears. The result? One partner grows complacent, the other restless, and when restlessness meets opportunity, temptation becomes justified in the mind. The woman, once the prize, now wants to feel desired again. The man, once the protector, is now ignored or manipulated, and slowly, silently, the emotional gap becomes a canyon. Here's a darker truth. Not every affair begins with seduction. Some begin with strategic vulnerability, a smile at the right moment, a story of marital boredom, a subtle invitation to play the role of the rescuer. And many men, craving purpose or validation, fall willingly into the trap. But this isn't love. It's a game of shadows. The woman doesn't necessarily want a new partner. She wants to feel in control. She wants to feel wanted without giving up the security of her home life. To her, it's not betrayal, it's balance. But what happens when the man starts catching feelings? That's when the power dynamic shifts and the game becomes dangerous. Because now, he wants more. He imagines a future. He starts hoping, but she was never planning to replace her husband. She just wanted the experience. So, when he demands commitment, he becomes a problem, a liability, a loose end. And just like that, he's cut off, discarded, left wondering if any of it was real. Why do some married women take such massive emotional risks? Simple, because they feel untouchable. They have a stable home, financial security, and a husband who assumes everything's fine. They can seek thrills without worrying about consequences because someone else is carrying the risk. And when people feel safe, they get reckless. Some women live dual existences. By day, the devoted wife. By night, the flirtatious enigma. It's not always about sex. Sometimes it's about power. The power to captivate, to control, to feel desired without consequence. And because their actions are shrouded in secrecy, it creates a dopamine rush, a psychological high. They rationalize. I'm not leaving him. I'm just being human. But this mindset erodes the foundation of trust slowly, invisibly, fatally. Here's what most men overlook. If a woman doesn't respect you, nothing else matters. Not love, not loyalty, not marriage. Respect is the backbone of long-term connection. Lose it, and you've already lost her mind, even if her body stays. Many men, in an attempt to be the nice guy, become too soft. They bend, they chase, they sacrifice self-respect to maintain peace. But peace without respect is submission, and women don't desire what they don't respect. Marriage doesn't fix people. It exposes them. It magnifies their tendencies, their insecurities, their wounds, their true character. If someone was selfish before marriage, they'll be even more so after. If someone was emotionally unstable, it won't magically change with a ring. Marriage is not a cure. It's a mirror. What's the takeaway? Cheating isn't always about sex. It's about power, validation, and control. Many affairs aren't mistakes. They're intentional escapes. So what can you do? If you're a man, stop ignoring red flags. Maintain your standards. Never sacrifice self-respect just to keep someone around. If you're a woman, ask yourself why you're unhappy. Is it your partner, or is it you? Are you chasing excitement because you're bored, or because you've outgrown who you've become? Remember this, life isn't a rough draft. You don't get to rewrite entire chapters without consequences. Every action, every betrayal has a price. Your turn. Do you agree with this perspective? Or does it challenge everything you've believed? Comment your thoughts below. Let's unravel these hidden truths together. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because the more we grow, the deeper we'll dive into the mind. Until next time, stay aware, stay sharp, and never stop questioning what lies beneath the surface.